Hello, my friends. I have a bit of a HOMEWORX haul today, and I have somebody else with me. She saw her dad get in the
Hello.
act last week.
I know. I was like, that looks so fun. I'm gonna do it.
Yes,
I'm
so
not
today
knowledgeable of candles or
you're not
anything.
knowledgeable of candles. Well,
No.
you like fragrance.
Yeah.
Today, this is my daughter Paisley, my teenage daughter Paisley. She is here
Yep.
in all of her awkwardness, here ready to.
I don't know what to say. I don't know where to look.
Just like, you look right there at the camera.
Okay.
So we are here to sniff some new HOMEWORX candles, or a couple of them are new to me. One I believe is actually a new release. So we're gonna share with you some first sniff impressions. Not really first sniff, I would say cold sniff because we've already smelled these. And then I did also purchase a couple of hand soaps. Now, full disclosure, you guys, these candles, they were not sent to me in PR. However, I am a Facebook moderator for Slatkin & Co. And so they give me every once in a while like a gift card to spend on the website. So I did decide to go ahead and spend some of that gift card money on these purchases. So they are still available on the Slatkin & Co. website. I have a discount code with them. I'll make sure that I have that linked in the description box for you guys. It should work on any purchase over $40. But yeah, are you ready to sniff through some things? Give your opinion? Sure. Yeah. You don't need to be nervous. They're used to your dad. So
Okay, that's true.
That's true.
He's more awkward than I am.
He's more awkward than you are.
Okay.
So
I don't know.
All right, you want to start with a hand soap?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you want to show it first, or do you want me to talk about it first?
You talk.
I'll show it. Okay. All right. So this is the hand soap for jelly beans. Now this is part of the Easter collection. Isn't the packaging cute on this?
I think it's so cute
with the ducks
cute.
and the. Yeah, I took B-roll to show them. Yeah, see, like it gets a little funny there. So fragrance notes on jelly beans are the same that there were for the jelly beans candle. We have candied raspberry, vanilla bean, sugared nectarine, and black currant. Do you want to sniff that? You can go ahead and sniff it.
That smells like exactly like if you get like the cheap jelly beans that are like the big ones.
The Brock's ones?
Yeah, like they all taste the same.
Mm-hmm.
And you like open the bag. You just like inhale the fumes. That's what that smells like.
It smells it? Yeah. Yeah, I really like this fragrance. Now, I did have this in the candle format, and I did give a dedicated review on that candle. Unfortunately, I wanted it to be stronger in candle format, so I didn't repurchase the jelly bean candle, but I thought that I enjoyed the fragrance enough that it would be a good hand soap. I do actually like the HOMEWORX hand soaps. I've had them a little bit in the past. I've usually purchased them at like TJ Maxx, Marshalls. Are you having a hard time there?
Yeah.
I've usually had a hard time, or not a hard time, you had a hard time screwing this lid back on. I have picked up these soaps usually in the past at TJ Maxx and Marshalls. However, I haven't really seen them in the stores, and I thought, well, let's go ahead and try these out. I figured that this decor, obviously we have Easter coming up in about another week, but I figured that this is still really cute packaging for spring, and my family likes those. All right, this is going to be a very spring-like haul, I would say, in terms of the fragrance that I selected. Some of these might surprise you guys, but I don't think that this fragrance will surprise any of you guys who have been with my channel for any length of time.
Why would they be surprised?
Well, because I normally don't always pick out floral candles.
Oh, yeah.
And this, spoiler alert, this is a little bit of a floral heavy haul, which is fine. But this type of floral, they're not going to be surprised, because we all know if there's a floral that I love,
lilac.
It's lilac. I love lilac fragrances. This is Hyde Park Lilac.
Where's Hyde Park?
I believe it's near London. Am I going?
Hyde Park?
I don't know.
Sounds very British.
It does.
It does.
Oh man, you guys, you're gonna roast me in the comments if I'm incorrect. But I
think
like
it's in London.
I think it's in London. I believe. I don't know. I'm not very cultured with all of my geography, so I have never traveled to Europe or anything. So who knows? They're probably gonna roast me in the comments if I'm incorrect. But this is Hyde Park Lilac. We have fragrance notes of spring lilac blossoms, daylily, iris petals, and violet leaf. This has a pour date of October 24th, 2024. So almost 6-month pour.
You did that math in your head?
I did. Yes, I'm very smart like that.
That was very impressive.
All right. What do you think of that?
It just smells like lilacs. Like, what was I going to say? I feel like there's like a spray at Bath & Body Works that smells like that.
Well, they do have a fragrance called Fresh Cut Lilacs.
Yeah.
We have the
that's what
hand
it
soap
is.
of fresh cut lilacs.
Yeah.
So maybe. So I'm going to tell you guys, you know, we laugh because she's like, I don't know what to say. And I'm like, well, you know, they're just asking for like, or not asking, but like they're going to be getting a separate opinion. I will tell you as somebody, you know, who has done a lot of reviews and kind of is, I'm looking for like nuanced differences. Okay, this lilac is still not as nostalgic or as authentic to me as Kringle Candle's Fresh Lilac. That's still my number one. Number two is their Lilac and Lily. For me, it's more of like the lilac petals, and you get some of the greenness of lily. This to me is not as powdery as say Yankees version or Bath and Body. Even Bath and Body Works version comes across a little bit powdery to me, and it's not. It's definitely not kind of the level that a lot of the new lilac macaron from Country Candle is. That one is still probably like my lowest of the lilac fragrances. This is in the middle on cold sniff. I'm smelling the other fragrance notes in here. I am smelling a little bit of lily in here.
Lily?
But I think I'm getting a touch of that violet that they're saying in here, violet leaf. There's a little bit of greenness. They have iris petals, and maybe that's what I'm smelling too.
I think my nose just isn't like nuanced.
No. Well, it's, I mean, you're not, you don't have a YouTube channel where you're pulling apart home fragrance. So
I just smell flowers.
You just smell flowers.
I like it. I just smell flowers. I don't smell anything.
It smells good. I'm not knocking it. I will definitely burn it and do a post burn for you guys, but I am just letting you guys know, as somebody who is like a lilac connoisseur, a lilac lover, I will still tell you that fresh lilac from Kringle Candle is still my number one most nostalgic. But this is still a lovely fragrance.
Lilac lover.
Lilac lover. That's what I should put.
Yes.
Yes, I should. But this is a really lovely fragrance. I will get to burning this one probably. I actually see myself burning that this week because the week of Easter is usually when I really, really focus on lilac fragrances. Yeah. I've told them a lot about how Grandma used to have fresh lilacs always in our home in the springtime. And it's just such a nostalgic fragrance. So I know that all of the lilac fragrances will be going the week heading into Easter because that's usually what I gravitate towards. Okay, this next fragrance was released, I want to say last year, and I really like the packaging on this collection. It's very, very pretty.
They have like the watercolor flowers on it.
Yeah. She's a very gifted artist, by the way.
Oh, I wouldn't go with that.
I would say
I wouldn't go that.
Well, she draws a lot better than I ever have. Okay. So she knows, you know, she dabbles.
I dabble.
You dabble a little bit in art. So this is Butterfly Garden. We have fragrance notes of Bedelia blossoms. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Honeysuckle, peach blossoms, and pink grapefruit. Okay, so what do you think of that one?
It reminds me of like you go to your grandma's house and you ask her for candy, and she pulls out like some grape, old-fashioned hard candy that's been sitting in there since 1979.
Really? I don't love this one.
And like you taste it and it's just like,
I don't like this fragrance. I think I'm definitely getting those base notes of peach blossoms, which is funny. You know how much Daddy detests peach fragrances.
Yeah.
And normally I like peach, like a juicy peach scent, but this smells like a floral peach. And I'm not on board with that. And the other thing that I think I'm getting in there that I don't always love is grapefruit. All of the citrus fragrances, I don't tend to like grapefruit.
I smell that. I smell the grapefruit. I don't like grapefruit either. Like, I just don't like eating it. I don't like smelling it.
I feel like that's what I'm picking up in there. And it's funny, the only candle I know of that I really enjoy that has a grapefruit note in it is Kringle Candle's Essentials, which is similar to, what is it, Capri Blue Volcano.
You know, this smells like there's like a sunscreen.
Really? I don't smell sunscreen, but something smells kind of musty or something about it. It's like musty flowers.
old hard candy.
That's
been sitting in your purse. That's what it reminds me of.
The teenager doesn't hold back. An old musty candy sitting in a purse, in Grandma's purse.
I mean, like,
yeah, this one is not for me. Yeah. I think I'm going to pass this candle along, to be honest with you guys. I feel like as a reviewer, I should review it, but honestly, you guys know on my channel, I'm at this point where I only really want to be burning fragrances that I actually look forward to.
The candle hoard is already big enough. We have like 2 closets just shelves.
Yes, the candle collection is large enough. So I think I'm actually just going to pass this one on to somebody else. You know, fragrances are so personal, and that one actually has a lot of good reviews, and people like it, but
I do not like it.
It's not for me. All right, and then here is the other fragrance that I believe is being marketed as a new fragrance. I don't think I've seen this one before, but you guys can comment down below if you have seen this in previous packaging. But this is called Blooming Trellis. Isn't this packaging pretty? I think this would be really nice as like a wedding gift or something. Like I did like B-roll like up close so they can see this packaging better, but it's really pretty. You've got like a bunch of white florals with a little bit of like a baby blue background.
I think I'd like buy that if I ever got married. Just like I'd buy that just for the aesthetic of it, just to like have it there and people be like, wow,
it is pretty.
Wedding candle.
Wedding candle. Yeah, we'll call it the wedding candle.
The wedding.
It has fragrance notes of climbing honeysuckle, soft jasmine, creamy gardenia, and bergamot. This has a pour date of December 24th, 2024. They were pouring these on Christmas Eve last year.
They were burning the midnight oil there.
They were.
Pouring the wedding candle.
I like this. A very clean
smells like
floral.
Clean laundry.
See, I don't detect laundry very much, but it is very much, it's a white floral. It's
very clean. Like I want my clothes to smell like that after.
I get some of that gardenia in there. I think it's the honeysuckle in there that's kind of sweetening the jasmine and gardenia notes in here.
Yeah. I feel like I'm sniffing them really aggressively. Like my mic's just going to pick me up going,
yep. Awkwardly sniffing.
Just like the sniffing sound. Or just like, oh.
Awkwardly sniffing.
Like how do you
But the bergamot, the citrus note in there, I think is also lending some sweetness.
Sweetness?
Yeah, a tiny little bit. Like it smells a little bit slightly, I wouldn't say overly fruity.
No, it just smells like.
But the bergamot in there lends like some brightness, I would say, or like it kind of keeps it from being like overly, it's a floral candle, but it's not too heady. I guess that's what I'm saying. Like it keeps the floral from being like, whoa, you know, which gardenia can tend to be that way.
Yeah.
Jasmine. If you like white florals, but you don't want them to be overly perfumey, I think that this would be a great candle. Yeah, that's not
perfumey at all.
It's not perfumey. It's very like delicate. I feel like it has like it's like a delicate floral, which is not normally what you would think of with white florals, but it's very, very nice. I like that scent a lot.
I like it too.
If you guys have a wedding to attend anytime soon,
get the wedding candle.
I think that this would be a beautiful gift, actually, to be honest with you. If you know that your bride or groom likes, you know, kind of soft florals.
Show up to a wedding with a candle, just be like,
hey, well, you don't just show up like that. You wrap it and put it in thing.
But the whole point is it looks good, so it would look good at the wedding.
You know what looks good is that they also have a matching soap. So I did pick up a hand soap because I really rolled the dice. I had a feeling because thank you for putting it right in front of my face. Welcome. Don't forget that I take B-roll of it and then they can see it up close.
Oh, yeah.
So, because I always know the lighting is going to like blow out what I'm looking at. The soap smells the same as the candle.
Kind of.
It's similar.
It smells like more, it smells more soapy.
Yeah, there's a little bit more of a soapy element to it, I would say.
Soap.
Yeah, it is soap in the hand soap. But this is a nice little gift if you wanted to like pair a hand soap with a candle. Yeah, I really like the packaging on this. It's really pretty. And nice fragrance. And I think that last I checked, I don't know if it's something that's going on permanently, but they had this like bundle package thing going on where you could like bundle 3 candles together, or you could bundle like a soap and a reed diffuser and a candle. They had a couple of different options. So you can head over to the Slatkin & Co website to determine if any of those appeal to you. But yeah, that's my little small HOMEWORX haul that I have to share with you guys this week. Let me know in the comment box down below if you have purchased any of these candles in the past, what your experiences are. Have you tried this new Blooming Trellis? I think that I'm going to actually probably light this one up tomorrow. Actually, I don't know about tomorrow because we're having summery type of weather this week and I'm reviewing a lot of summer candles, you know, doing a little bit of pre-filming before I put this video up. But I think that this will be, I think next week for Easter will be all about the florals.
Yeah,
because I do tend to like to do floral fragrances leading into the Easter week. So make sure you're subscribed to my channel if you want to see post-burn reviews on these. Like I said, the Butterfly Garden, I think I'm going to go ahead and pass along, but I will burn the Hyde Park Lilac and the Blooming Trellis. and get some post-burn reviews up for you guys as soon as possible. I usually like to wait until I get to the halfway mark on that. Please hit thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. It helps me out with the old YouTube algorithm. This weekend, I do also plan to share another haul with you guys. I will be sharing with you my Kringle haul. I did participate in the launch of their new 3-wick candles. So I have a couple of those on their way to me, more than a couple. I've got a box full. I've got a box full on the way to me that I purchased. And I also did purchase a 4-wick in a candle. I did tease this in my candle chat, in a fragrance that I don't hear a whole lot of hype about, but I've had it before and I loved it and decided that I wanted to go ahead and purchase it in that format. So make sure you stay tuned. And then I do also hope to share my empties with you guys, my mid-April empties with you guys. So again, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. You survived the filming of this video.
I feel so awkward. Like my eyes are like going like.
You feel so awkward. Oh, you get used to it after a while. There's a bunch of people there. They're all there, and they're very nice. Most of them are very nice. So
yeah, be nice.
Be nice to my daughter. So So all right. Well, we do want to say thank you so very, very much for spending your time here with us today. And until my next one, I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day. Bye.
Bye.